It is Monday, my dudes, which means it is time for Monday Movie Motivation with the host of the Cinephile Podcast. It's Virk Bigler, a.k.a. Adnan Virk. First of all, Adnan, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Ding Dong. In the time of Corona, how is Ramadan affected by all this? Has this been a weird one for you?
Well, it is interesting, right? Because as you know, same thing with Passover, right? You have a nice Seder. With Easter, people want to get together. Certainly Ramadan, normally you finish your fast, not every night, but you go to the mosque, you pray together, you eat together, a little gup-shop, couple of stories, reminisce a little bit, then go home. Now there's none of that, of course. You can't congregate whatsoever. So it becomes much more self-isolating, right? We're just fasting in our own little bubble. And Eid's going to be on May 24th, and we're not going to see anybody probably. So it's going to be very, very strange. But, I mean, you get the blessings all the same. And, I guess there's a lot of people I don't want to see at the mosque. So, yeah, there's no excuse. I don't have to worry about it.
You got to get an N95 mosque, and then you can go.
I was teaching my 8-year-old son Adin today, and one of the topics, of course, is phys ed. You know what? This is proof the teachers are now officially mailing it in. Before, there was like a real strong curriculum. Now they're like, God, who knows? 45 days in the quarantine. The actual top phys ed was have a planking contest with somebody in your house. So me and him are planking. By the way, over a minute 10, which is pretty good. Course rate, not great. So with that theme is education. You've got education at home, distance learning. How about bad education? And this is not an anthology series. This is not bad Lieutenant Harvey Keitel, bad teacher Cameron Diaz, bad education Hugh Jackman. No, this is a separate entity. And it's got Hugh Jackman, Allison Janney dealing with a very big scandal, which you know about. I think obviously as a Westchester guy, New York guy, big deal in Long Island, record embezzlement, $4.3 million they were doing. Tassone is the superintendent who Hugh Jackman plays. Allison Janney, I want to say his accomplice, but somebody who's equally dirty, who is working in the office. If you're a fan of stories of moral corruption, you'll appreciate how strong a movie this is. Took place Suffolk, Nassau County, that whole area, Long Island. It's terrific.
That was the second unexpected Ray Romano drop I've seen in the past 6 months. I mean, there he is, Ray Romano playing the president of the school board, just as I was surprised to see him as Bob Buffalino in The Irishman.
Here's how smart he is, Regs. He's made his millions, like 100 million, whatever the hell it is. Everybody loves Raymond, right? Did stand up previous to that. Does that show Men of a Certain Age, which I thought was okay. It was on TNT a few seasons. I love Andre Braugher. Scott Bakula comes back in the business a little bit. Okay, fine. Critical hit, didn't really resonate with audiences. Now Romano says, well, why would I go do another sitcom? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pick character parts in so-called prestige projects. They'll pay me peanuts, but I get to show off my acting chops and, more importantly, really get into character. He's got this cheesy porn mustache, bad haircut, brutal suits. I mean, he absolutely disappears in the role, and you're right. You're going, hey, why the hell is Ray Romano in this? You're like, well, why not? It's Ray Romano. He's having a ball.
By the way, you got to love the intense regional rivalries on display between Long Island's North Shore. One of my favorite lines, Adnan, Sayas and Jericho, those sons of bitches.
Well, that's why I knew you'd appreciate this rivalry more so. And the fact that with Long Island prices, it's crazy. It really is dictated by those houses. And I'm one of those parents who would go, hey, we got to get a house here, man. Great school district. Hey, my kids aren't that smart, but if it's a good school district, all the teachers will help them and get to Harvard one day. You're right. The competitiveness of that whole area to me is hilarious. And speaking of accents, how good was Allison Janney's accent? Did not overdo it. It's just on the alls. Should hit the alls, but it's not Long Island. It's Long Island and all the time. It was perfect.
Oh, she's up there with Meryl Streep, in my opinion. She's one of the greatest actresses of our time. How about the South Asian representation, Adnan? Geraldine Viswanathan as that club reporter, one woman, Woodward and Bernstein. You got to appreciate that.
Yes, playing the character Rachel Bhagwara. By the way, I looked it up, Rex. The actual character was not South Asian. So I'm like, oh, wow, a brown chick was the one who solved this thing. Apparently, it was not that. But I'm like, hey, I appreciate HBO saying, you know what? Let's get some brown folks in here. All right, Indian girl, cool. She was the best part of Blockers, John Cena movie. She was hilarious in that movie, stole the movie from me. And yeah, she's playing, you're right, the Woodward and Bernstein. That is a true story. The fact that scandal was broken by the student newspaper. Think of how crazy that is. This intrepid sleuth is the one that brought down all the people around him. It's amazing.
Maybe that casting choice was a subtle nod to Brown versus Board of Education.
Isolate Night with Scott Rogowski, live every Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern.